Hello YouTube, Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. I want to take this moment to thank everybody for the kind words and the subs the other day. Much appreciated. But you know what I'm smoking? It's Peterson Standard. Make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, Peterson Standard mixture. And for the life of me, I cannot remember if this is more of a revisited or if this is a new blend for me. Because I remember trying one of what was Dunhill and thinking it was kind of punchy, kind of strong. And I think if the London mixture is the same coloring sticker as this one, then it might have been that one. Because this one doesn't feel as strong and kind of punchy as the other one does. Or it just could have been that, the taste had changed. Smoking it in a no-name eBay find. Pretty good pipe though. Nice thick walls. It's real nice shape for me. Really like this shape. Sits good in the mouth, you know. Using my Mama number 1 Zippo lighter. So how's everyone doing? Big shout out to Cane Pole Piper for putting my link on this live stream. Back in the work, man, on a wonderful Monday. It's gotten kind of warm here for November. I think it's in the 70s. I had my usual hoodie, kind of work hoodie on, and I had to shuck that pretty early. Well, been trying to catch up with all the YouTube I missed over the weekend. Tried to get all of the all briared up videos in. Interesting that he talks about jumping from store to store, or tobacco, quote unquote tobacco shop from tobacco shop. I don't know where you're at, sir, but you have many brick and mortars where you're at. I'm kind of brought up the old school with spending a lot of time with grandparents. Have you try and take care of your local places. Being I guess you could call me a technician, and covering the area that I cover, there are certain places that whenever the job opens up to go that way, and I have time, before I head back, I normally try and hit the local tobacco shop to kind of give you all an idea, my office is in Huntington, West Virginia. But that being said, I also cover a good portion of Kentucky. So the eastern coal fields I see a lot of, which I'm actually on my way there. And we also cover the Lexington area, which any of you are not familiar with that. There's Schwab's up there. He's a nice place, good selection of cigars. He handles a lot of the loose tobacco. And that's actually, I think, where I first tried the Peter Stokkebye's luxury flake, which is one of my favorite flakes. And I've also found and paid for sure. Kind of high, but that's a more metropolitan. You got to pay for the building and everything else. Escudo, found that there, and I think I found Irish Flake there as well from Peterson. I don't smoke Irish Flake that much. It's more of a kind of a treat because, like I said, I like to go for the buildings before I go online. So I don't get that a whole lot. But, every now and again, save up a little money and do the online stuff. That being said, I hope to eventually put an order in for Eddie Gray at the Pipe Nook. Because the next thing, if I can't find it local, I go for more smaller businesses like that. So hopefully, Eddie, I'll be able to get a few tins from you. And a couple shout outs I missed on my very first video because I wanted to make all that known of the YouTube presenters that I've kind of gleaned information, being cleaning and blend recommendations. Is the Artful Collager. His recommendation for Paladin, and he makes it's kind of a small one, talking about, I think him and Eric the Blue Collar Pipe Smoker was together doing a video. I've had the regular black cherry, the fruit black cherry, and that is the closest cherry flavor I've ever had in a pipe tobacco. The second one is probably Cherry Smash from Bob's Wells, which is also very good if you prefer the bulk. I recommend check that out. The apple strudel's not bad either. And also another shout out that I missed was, of course, Eddie Gray, because we couldn't have the Matches pipe without Eddie Gray. So thank you, sir. Appreciate all the hard work you did. And tell y'all a little bit. I had a birthday last month, and I turned 30 something. But my wife, who halfway, somewhat, but not quite, approves of my pipe smoking, has always been kind enough to try and get me something pipe related for Father's Day, birthday, whenever she can kind of slide it in. And she got me some of Esoterica's Pembroke, something like that. But it's real good English with a cognac topping, flavoring, something, casing. No, not a casing. I think it's just topping. Anyway, I had that blend before. And my wife, being the educated individual that she is, has gotten on a pipe forum was getting the recommendations through them. Well, she did, and that's how I got the Bembro. And I'm very grateful for that. But the look on my wife's face, however, whenever I opened it up and she was, yeah, you like it? You like it? Have you had that one before? I said, oh, yeah, I've had that one before. I said, I think I'm going to put this one up for a year or so and see what happens. And she says, well, she said shit, but I'm probably not supposed to say that. But she said the statement, and she said, those goomballs said that's real hard to come by. And I'm going to let them know it too. And that's just my wife. Love her to bits, but she always tries to try and get me something that I haven't had, or which, of course, covering, several states that I do, different tobacco stores that I can. You never know what you can find. But it's really good stuff, actually, if you haven't had it. The close second to that tobacco if you want kind of something like it, or along the same vein, is Cornell and Diehl's Cross-Eyed Cricket. The only difference is that's more of the stronger. I think Cross-Eyed Cricket has, on the tin says it's a rum punch, and it's there, believe me. You'll crack that open and smell it, and about knock you for a loop. However, you pack your pipe and you smoke it at about 5 minutes, and you'll get that heavy punch flavor for about 5 minutes, and eventually that burns off or airs out, or how, that heavy flavoring is gone, and then you get the light English under it, and it's really good. And it's kind of the cousin, I guess, of the Pembroke. So, the other day, well, no, not the other day, whenever I first got my matches pipe in, I didn't have much burley tobacco, and it's very important for me to always have, or mostly smoke a burley in there, because I feel that's what matches did. So most of the blends that I've put through that pipe has been burley in it or burley forward. So, which has also caused me to dabble in different blends, like Briar Fox. That actually is a pretty good blend. I like that. Wouldn't have tried it had it not been for the matches pipe. Another blend that kind of took me by surprise was Cornell and Diehl's Bow-Legged Bear. And first cracking of the tin, letting it air a little bit, it still had some kind of underlying something that just, not that it didn't taste right, but I don't know. It was almost like a topping or a top note where it all just wasn't set and square, if you know what I mean. Wasn't getting all the flavors. It's kind of like the topping or a heavy flavor of something else. So I thought, well, maybe I'm not just airing this out enough. So I have my trusty little flip over pouch, which I like this very much. Didn't realize I was going to like it whenever I first got it, but I do. And that allowed for me of just emptying the contents out, putting it in that, for more air to hit it, to kind of dry out whatever was overpowering everything else. And after, putting it in that and getting a little air, that is a really smooth blend. Once it gets just the right amount of air to it. It's one that I started out with. I want to smoke my matches pipes. I'm going to put that in it. I'm going to try this in other pipes. And oh yeah, that's really good stuff. So if you haven't had that, I recommend you try it out. And if there's some kind of underlying something that's not hitting you just right, get your little flip over pouch. Or just kind of let it air. Take that lid off. Let that air out a bit. It will change the blend. Or at least it did for me. If it doesn't for you, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can send it to me. I'll trade you some. So, well, whatever else I was going to say just left me. Using another little Bic lighter as well. Zippo stays in here, and of course I keep a Bic there, and whatever the hand goes to is whatever you light it with. Someone asked me why you carry that, why you carry a Bic lighter and a Zippo, and occasionally I'll have matches as well. I said, well, one don't burn, one's never burning hot enough. Same reason I carry 2 pocket knives. One's never sharp enough. Folks, my mind goes blank and I can't think of what to say, and thinking about trying to do a video, I was like, okay, I'd like to talk about this and that and tell a little story and talk about this, and just as soon as the camera turns on, it all leaves. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I'm almost at 20 minutes. It'll take forever to load this sucker up. So you folks take care, and